everybody, it's Casey Williams. The Ford Explorer is the best-selling SUV brand in American history. And over the years, it's been a lot of things to a lot of people. It's been a truck-based SUV, it's been a Volvo-based crossover, and now, this year, for the vehicle we have, the 2025 Ford Explorer Platinum Edition, it's a performance-oriented luxury crossover. Let's go have a look at it. Being honest, the Explorer still has a lot of things to a lot of people. You can get a base model for under $40,000, you can get the ST Performance model, or you can get the Platinum Edition we have this week. And all of them have had some minor styling updates for 2025. In the Platinum, you got the new grille, got the satin finish on it, the black, just bolder, bigger in your face, a little more streamlined LED headlamps. Again, just gives a little more upscale appearance. Come around the side, very familiar Explorer design cues. 21-inch wheels on the Platinum Edition, but the look of it, kind of a mini Lincoln, mini Land Rover, really does work for it. Last couple of generations, very similar. I really like this. I like this kind of design here on the side strakes. To me, it just looks very aggressive, very sporty, looks ready to pounce. Come around the back. Other updates for the styling. The tail lamps are very similar, but the LEDs come across the back of it with the Explorer logo back here too. Power hatch, as you'd expect. And come inside. There's not a lot of space behind the third row with the third row up. In fact, there's not a huge amount of space in the third row for passengers when the third row is up, but there's plenty of space back there for kids to get them to school and back and get them to weekend activities. Also, very easy to put the seats down, power operated on the Platinum Edition. So again, very easy to get that done. And with the seats deployed, quite a bit of space in here. You can get a bicycle, you can get your camping gear in here, whatever you want. And if you need more space, the middle row captain's chairs also fold forward, so you can pretty much load from tailgate to the back of the front seats. Gosh, it's cold outside. It's been like 5 degrees today. But the cabin of the Platinum Edition Explorer is a pretty warm and cozy place to be. And a lot of the design details updated again for 2025. Big things you notice, the flat screens, the flat screen instrument cluster, the larger infotainment screen, all look really nice and crisp and pretty easy to use. But the Platinum Edition gets some luxury features too. The seats, the diamond stitching, the leather, heated and ventilated up front, heated captain's chairs in the back. You also have sunshades on the side windows. You start seeing things like the door detailing where it's all stitched. It's fake wood, but it looks really pretty. It looks really nice in aluminum. Same here. The leather wrapping on the dash. I even like this nice canvasy material here. It looks really cool. So a lot of detail. It feels very expensive. It feels very lush. Some other things you'll notice has the B&O audio system. Sounds really nice, really crisp. Wireless charging, wireless phone connections for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Very easy to get all that done. Again, there's a volume knob. I'd like a tuning knob to the swipe screen, but it works well enough. Down below, the rotary gear selector, the drive mode selectors here in the console, storage here. Love the nice thick leather wrapped steering wheel. It's heated, especially on a day like today. It feels really nice. And the dual pane sunroof. So again, everything you would expect pretty much on a Lincoln is in this. Also a full suite of crash avoidance systems. It's got adaptive cruise. It's got lane keep assist, blind spot warning, automatic emergency braking, rear braking. Again, everything you need to keep you and your family safe out on the road. I seem to drive a lot of large three-row crossovers, and some of them are a lot sportier than others. They're all really nice. Most ones on the market today are really nice. But some of them you can just tell they're really oriented for families and not much else. This one, well, it'll get your family where you need to go and really does uphold the Explorer tradition of being a good family vehicle. This one just has a crispness to it. It's just more enjoyable drive, and I'll tell you why. A lot of crossovers are front-wheel drive based and then all-wheel drive kind of a secondary for traction. The Explorer is a rear-wheel drive vehicle with all-wheel drive secondary. So it's very much, like the Mercedes GLE, it's the BMW X5, it's more that type of performance. And I wouldn't say this is a BMW, but it does have a lot more of that European feel to it, and it just feels a little lighter on its wheels. And I really have thoroughly enjoyed driving it. Over rough pavement, handles well. On the highway going fast, it handles well. You're not gonna forget that it's a big three-row crossover, but it is a very pleasant place to be as well, and gives you just a little extra out on the road. So the base engine in this is a 300 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder, but this one has the available 400 horsepower 3-liter twin turbo V6, 415 pound-feet of torque, all-wheel drive, 10-speed automatic transmission, plenty of power to move this vehicle, whether you're towing a trailer or just moving the family to school and back every day. Fuel economy, not terrible for a big crossover, especially one 400 horsepower. 18 miles per gallon in the city, 24 on the highway. So mid-20s on the highway with 400 horsepower, 3 rows of seats. I think that's a pretty good deal. So this particular Explorer has another really cool feature on it. This has Ford's BlueCruise system. So similar to General Motors Super Cruise, on pre-approved highways, you can put it in cruise control mode, press a button, and lift your hands off the steering wheel. And it will keep it self-centered. It will even change lanes. If you need to change lanes, you can turn the turn signal, and it will check the blind spot warnings to make sure you're not going to hit anything, and it'll go ahead and change lanes and change back over. It's not a system that's fully hands-off, fully automatic all the time. In fact, there's a sensor right here, watching the driver, watching the roads. You're not going to go take a nap. But on a highway, on a long drive, you can put it in cruise control mode, sit here, relax, drink a Coke, and just keep your eyes on the road. But I think it's a really nice feature, and I think once you get comfortable with it, one you'll really like. I never really thought the Ford Explorer would become a performance-focused luxury crossover, but in the case of this Platinum Edition, it really has. It's got plenty of power, it handles well, it's nice, it'll keep your family comfortable, and it's just a beautiful vehicle overall. So let's talk about price. And for a luxury vehicle, I think it's actually pretty reasonably priced. So the Explorer starts under $40,000 for base model, and still I think it's a vehicle you'd like a lot, but this one pretty much all in with the big engine and everything, $61,155. Compare that to the luxury brands, and I think you'll find it's a pretty good value. Well, next week we'll have another fun car. Until then, storm forward.